Morning everyone, hope you're feeling great today. Coming for yet another meditation moment with me. So before we start, biggest cheer for our nurses, care workers, cleaners, dustmen, shop workers, actually anybody, and the army boys. Sorry to keep always leaving you to last, not my intention. But it's like anyone that's out there like working in shops or anything that serves us, they're all heroes. They all deserve our praise and our thanks. Now just humour me. How many of you actually said thank you to people in the street as you're passing them? I have to know, you have to send me some comments on what I'm saying, because I never really know what your reactions are. But all I know is with our nurses, our carers, our cleaners and all of those people, they only do it for love. They never do it for money, because money's nothing to do with it. They never give up. They never despair. They've just got the most beautiful love of humanity right throughout their body. And that's why they're at work. And we will say again, thank you everyone for all what you're doing for us. Because we're just sitting at home. We've got the easy part. We're just sitting at home. And they are out on the front line, all of them, not just the nurses, everybody that's out there helping us, they're all on the front line. Right, so just before we start, just going to open up, put a bubble of white light of protection over myself and a bubble of white light of protection over all of us as a group, as a collective whole, as a collective family. Right, I just want to tell you about Luke a little bit more. Luke Dears, I told you the other day, he got shot on this marina and he really should have died, but he didn't. But I have never, ever heard him say one negative word about his situation. Never. And I can't remember how many years ago it is now. But he always shocked me because he was always so positive about it. He lost half of one of his legs instantly. Right, so this guy goes around travelling around the world showing people what's good for disabled people, where to go, if it's easy here, if it's not easy there. He does loads of charity work for the Philippine people that he loves and that he's fell in love with, and that is sort of why I was wanting to talk about him this morning. Right, when I asked him about my videos, he actually told me that he really loved them, and that all of what it is he married a Philippine guy and he lives with the Philippine family. Right, but all that family watch my videos together, and I get a wonderful picture in my head when I'm doing these videos of that. And what I love about, not that I know them like intimately or anything like that, but Filipino people, they share. They love each other. They share with each other. Like it's never an individual on its own. The whole family is present for everything, and that is their riches of life. And that, unfortunately, is what we've lost in England. We've lost not our immediate family life, but I think it actually started in the 60s when they took down all the high rises and they broke up like the 3 generations of families that always used to live together. Now, if I lived with my kids for more than a week, they'd all throw me out. No, but it's just that love of the old people we seem to have lost over here. Even though, I will be fair, Boris Johnson, I'll give you your due, Luke told me he got his little parcel from you. So, and that you are looking after the disabled people in this. So, a big thanks for that. But I want you, like what it is with like them lot, they just love to share. They don't want individual stuff. It only means stuff as a family. And it doesn't, you don't have to be related to be in their families, you just have to be in their group and your family. Right, so now, question number 1. Has any of you, and you will have to answer me on this, has any of you told yourself that you love you this week? Why do we find it so hard to express our love over here? Like, why is it such a big deal? Why is it a big deal for a girl or a boy to tell their playmate, a girl or a boy? Why is it weird for them to say to him, I love you? I think us girls get away with it a bit more than what you boys do, because it's not actually anything to do with sexuality. It's just to do with emotional closeness to people and that feeling of love that you do get. And whoever made that rule up, whoever made the rule up that boys don't or can't cry, they're not allowed to cry, it's not seen as a manly thing, that in itself has created more hang-ups in society than anything that I know. It made men emotional cripples because they had to keep back what us women use as a release for our stuff. Like when we cry, it's not a sign of weakness. We cry, we get rid of our gear. That's why we cry so easily. And poor men got taught then when they were little boys, you can't do that. Ooh, it's not. It's not seen to be. It's not seen to be done. So obviously someone's agreeing with me up there. So briefly before we start meditation, it's our job out there, women. It's our job out there to let our men be free, let our boys be free, let them be emotional and caring and loving and giving as a normality, not having to be hard and don't, get bashed up, can't cry. I don't really understand that, but it's our job. I mean, I must admit, the modern men of today are already getting there. Once they get them things on that they can put their babies in, them sling things, that liberated today's man. But there's still some old diehards out there that need dragging into the 21st century. So women, come on, get out there and teach your boys it's okay to be in touch with your own emotions. It's actually the norm. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. Only for a little bit though. I never realised I pointed so much till I did these videos. So anyway, nice and quiet now. Get yourself back into your quiet spot. 3 deep breaths. And off we go. Off we go. Onto our wonderful wooded path that we go. We go on it actually every day. You can smell the pine. You can smell the fresh air. You can feel the sun on your back as you're walking up the road. We're passing our dustbins. One on the left, a little bit further, one on the right. I think we might be visiting them later on this week, but not now. Now we're just heading for our tree, the tree that we feel safe under. This is our safe spot in this mad world that we're living in now. I want you to sit down. Take deep breaths. Open your heart chakra right up, right open, right wide as it can go. Send your love out there. Send your love out there to the world, to the victims of this terrible virus that we've got. Yeah, let's just do it we can do it to the world, but let's put the virus people in there as sort of top of the list today. I'm going to leave you there just for a few minutes while you get yourselves working. unwell, sad, lonely. Now, a little bit of love for ourselves, a little bit of love and appreciation for your work, for what you're doing right now. Back. Nice and slow, nice and gentle. You're laying or leaning under the tree. You can feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. And you open your eyes, and you feel good, don't you? Get up and start walking back down our wooded path, casually glancing at our dustbins, and bring yourself back into your chair, back into the now. Take 3 deep breaths. Nice to have some water by your side. And now you're back. Mother Teresa once said, there's a greater need in this life for love and affection than there is for bread. I mean, that is some statement. So, today's little thing that I want to talk to you about is how we differentiate between the love that we give out there. Now, we love the people that we like, and we don't love the people that we don't like. But sometimes they're the people that we have to send our love to. Now, I used to argue with my granddaughter Hannah, who someone used to be really horrible lived in a certain place a certain amount of years ago. Man, I've got to tell you, we lived with someone that was so negative, so rude and so horrible. It was like a right chore to live there. Anyway, like, he just was a grumpy, miserable, foul-mouthed person. Not that I can talk a lot about that sometimes. But anyway, they were really not pleasant people, and they're still not pleasant people. But while we lived in their yards, I said to Tony one day, "No, I'm going to have to send that man love. That man has got to be in so much pain to be like that." Tony was going to me, "What are you like?" Anyway, so every time I walked past where they stayed, I used to send him love. Every day, every time I went past there, sent him love. And one day, Tony came indoors and he went, "I can't believe it, Eileen. He's just said hello to me." So it does work. And I know it's really hard to send your love to people, especially people that have hurt you and people that are horrible to you. But it's the only thing that works. It's the only answer to it all. And when you're sending that love to them people, you're releasing yourself of all that stuff, all that negative stuff that they evoke in you, in your psyche. That goes out with it. So you ain't got to keep putting it in the dustbin, because it's coming out with your love and your forgiveness. And I think that's really important. And the other thing that I want to say to you today, it's really important to tell people that you love them. They don't have to be your lover. They don't have to be anything other than someone who makes you feel that you've got loving feelings. It's not that you want to marry them or, you want to run away with them. It's just an exuberant feeling of loving people. And it is okay to love absolutely everyone that's with you. Absolutely